Hi guys, so here's another video lesson para mas maintindihan ninyo ang topic sa mathematics. So our topic for today is solving quadratic equations by extracting the square roots. So before we begin, our objective is to solve quadratic equations by extracting square roots. So before we start, let's have a review first. Let's find the roots. So I have here 6 examples. Number 1, square root of 16. Number 2, the square root of negative square root of 25. Number 3, square root of 289. Number 4, square root of 16.16. Number 5, positive negative square root of 36. And number 6 is the square root of 16 over 25. So, what do you think is the answer in number 1? So, if your answer is positive 4 and negative 4, that is correct. Number 2, the correct answer is negative 5. Number 3, the correct answer is positive 17 and negative 17. In number 4, the correct answer is positive zero point 0.4 and negative zero point 0.4. Number 5, the correct answer is positive 6 and negative 6. And in number 6, the correct answer is positive 4 over 5 and negative 4 over 5. So, how do you find the square roots? Or the roots of the square root of 16, negative square root of 25, square root of 289, square root of 0.16, positive negative square root of 36, and the square root of 16 over 25. So, this is simple. Para makuha natin ang square root of a number, you just have to find a number that when you multiply it by itself, it gives you the number. So, just like in number 1, positive 4 times positive 4 gives us 16. At the same din, kapag tinimes natin ang negative 4 times negative 4, that is positive 16. In number 2, we have here negative 5 since may negative sign sa labas ng radical sign. So, ang answer natin is negative 5. While in number 6, sa 16 over 25, kung nahihirapan kayo pag-fraction, huwag niyo siyang isipin as fraction. Get the square root of the first or the numerator, 16 is 4, and the square root of 25, our denominator, is 5. So, 4 over 5. Ganun lang po ang pagkuha ng square root. Solving quadratic equations by extracting square roots. Quadratic equation can be written in the form x squared equals to k can be solved by applying the square root properties. If k is greater than 0, then x squared equals to k has two real roots, or solution. X is equals to the positive and negative square root of k. For example, what are the solutions of the quadratic equation x squared minus 16 equals to 0? Write the equation in the form x squared equals to k. So our problem is to find the roots of x squared minus 16 equals to 0. So first step is to add 16 on both sides of the equation so that we can cancel negative 16 and positive 16. Kung ano ang nandito, kunwari, siya ay positive 16, then subtract negative 16. If we have here negative 16, add 16 para makancel natin siya. That gives us x squared equals to 16. Next step is to get the square root. So the square root of x squared is, cancel natin yan, natitira is x. And the square root of 16 is, think of a number that will give us 16. So that is 4. The same number, parehas. Dapat kapag tinimes mo siya sa sarili niya, magbibigay siya ng 16. Like 4. 4 times 4 is 16. So, our answer here is x is equals to 4 or x is equals to negative 4. Since k is 16 and that is greater than 0, so we have two solutions. Number 2. If k is equals to 0, then x squared equals to k has one real solution or root, and that is x is equals to 0. For example, solve the equation t squared equals to 0. So, first step natin is to get the square root of t squared and the square root of 0, that is 0. So, t is equals to 0, so we have one solution. T is equals to 0 or 1 root. The equation t squared equals to 0 has one solution, t equals to 0. Number 3. If k is less than 0, then x squared equals to k has no real solution or root. Find the roots of equation s squared plus 9 equals 0. write the equation in the form x squared equals to k. So, let's subtract 9 to both sides of the equation para makancel natin ang 9. That gives us s squared equals to negative 9. And then get the square root. Since s squared has negative 9 has no square root kasi if we think of a number, same number that will give us negative 9, there's no number. Kasi negative 3 times negative 3, that is positive 9. Positive 3 times positive 3, that is positive 9. There is no number that will give us negative 9. So, we have no real solution or no roots. Let's have another example. Find the roots or solutions of the equation x minus 4 raised to 2 minus 25. So the first step is to copy our problem. And then, add 25 to both sides of the equation. Magdadagdag tayo ng 25 para makancel natin yung 25 na nasa kabila. And that gives us x minus 4 raised to 2 equals to 25. So get the square root. So we can cancel the radical sign and the 2 or the square. So that gives us x minus 4 equals to positive and negative 5. So let's solve first for the positive 5. X minus 4 equals to 5. Lipat natin or add 4 on both sides of the equation para makancel natin si 4. That gives us x equals to 9. So next is negative 5 naman, since ang answer natin dito is may positive and negative 5. So x minus 4 equals to negative 5. Add 4 on both sides of the equation, so we can cancel negative 4. That gives us x equals to negative 1. Let's have another example. What are the roots of 4x squared minus 16 equals to 0? So, ang gagawin natin again is to add 16 sa both sides ng equation para makancel natin ang 16. Yung negative 16 plus 16 is cancelled out. Ang matitira is 4x squared equals to 16. Tapos, i-divide natin ang left and right sides with 4 para makancel naman natin ang katabi ng x squared. So, that gives us x squared is equals to 4. Then, get the square root para makancel natin yung 2, and that gives us positive and negative 2. Number 3. Solve the equation 9x squared equals to 196. So, first step again is to divide both terms ng 9 kasi yun ang katabi ng x squared para makancel natin yung 9. That gives us x squared equals to 196 over 9. And then, get the square root para makancel natin siya. Ang matitira dyan is x is equals to 14 over 3. 14 times 14 is 196. 3 times 3 is 9. Positive and negative, 14 over 3. So, improper fraction siya. Pwede siyang, yun ang final answer natin or mixed number. So, since pwede naman to, yun na yung ating sagot. So, I have here an activity, 5 items. So, try solving them so that maging sanay na kayo sa pag-solve ng quadratic equation by extracting the square root. Okay? Thank you.